Mach 42 inbound. Well, I'll be damned. The prodigal son returns. Whatever. You're telling me apart, Lisa.
Hey kids, it's time for your
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of the Iron Man 3 Dragon Mark 42 Iron Man 1/9 scale action hero Vignette model kit. I'd like to thank the Deals Shop for sending me out this model kit to review for you guys. Make sure to check them out at www.thedealsshops.com. So here we got a nice box of the Mark 42 Iron Man doing the repulsor blast. It has his Hall of Armor in the background right there, which is pretty cool. It says Marvel, Iron Man 3, Iron Man Mark 42, Dragon, 1/9 action hero Vignette. Sides of the box say Marvel, has the picture of the Mark 42 flying. It says Marvel Iron Man 3. Back is just plain and black, but it has the Avengers Initiative logo on there. Has the Dragon label. Once you take off the plastic wrap, you actually remove the box sleeve. It has the top view of the Hall of Armor with the, I'm guessing that's the Mark 42 raising up. Has a cool black and white picture. And the sides of the box continue that same cool picture. There's actually a little magnet on the side that keeps the box there, and you just open it up. You got the pieces of the model kit disassembled, ready for you to assemble. This is the painted version, so you don't have to worry about painting this, but you can see all the different parts. Well, I think it's time for this Avenger to get assembled. And here we got the Iron Man 3 Dragon Mark 42 Iron Man model kit. This is very cool. My first Dragon model kit, and a very nice one, especially because I love Iron Man. Let's take a closer look at it. I never had a model kit before, and apparently these come in two different forms. This is the pre-assembled, pre-painted version, and then there's the ones that you do paint and put together. It looks really good. I really like the paint on here. Nice, shiny gold and red paints all the way through. Really like how it looks. It's very cool and clear, and yeah, just really nice. Like the silver bits. Each of the repulsors are clear. It almost seems like that this thing was meant to light up, and I think some of the Dragon model kits do light up, which is really cool. Would have loved if they had the eyes, the arc reactor, and the repulsors light up. But yeah, I really do like the sculpt on this. It is pretty much like a mini statue. I guess that's the best way to put it for these Dragon model kits. But yeah, just really beautiful. Really good design. I mean, this is definitely kind of like, reminds me of a 1/9 scale statue, and there's the Iron Bud, and it's in a nice pose. Really nice paint work all the way through. You can see that the base that comes with has this kind of cracked ground thing. Has some pretty good paint apps. It looks like just like a solid ground that like Iron Man has been fighting on, like kind of a street level ground. But yeah, I just really love the design of the Mark 42, and really cool to have this Dragon model kit. Now, even though this model kit is pretty much a statue, it does have semi-articulation, and mostly it's in the head. You can actually move the head, mostly like just left and right. You can point it like that way, or you want to point it so it's facing the repulsor blast. Nothing really else I know. Oh yeah, and the chest kind of. This does come with the instructions on how to put it together. You can see here, actually it comes in 11 pieces. Just kind of combine the legs first. That's the way I do it. And then you gotta make sure that these little holes match up with the hips. They're probably the hardest part you want to get in there. And then you get these little side pieces. These actually have little bits of tape that you can tape off. They all still stay together without the tape, but yeah, the tape does make it stay together a little bit more, but you can see that lines up. Just put together the other leg right here, so make sure the hips are all good. To be honest, that the hips and these legs parts tend to fall apart a lot until you get them on the peg of the base right here. So you just kind of peg them in, and once you do peg them together though into the base, they stay together really good. And then the arms are a lot easier to put in. They just kind of line them up here, and they all have little notches that they line up their side. After you put the arms, last but not least, you just put the head on the ball joint. Putting it together isn't as easy as the instructions say. It literally has to line up just right, otherwise he will fall apart just like in the actual movie. So I guess it's movie accurate. Now if you don't like the base, you do get this clear stand that he is needed because this guy won't be able to stand. Just a clear base that actually has like a little peg for him right there. The stand doesn't make it as solid as I like it, so it's cool that you have that option, but just using a regular display base when you have 2 pegs to make sure it doesn't fall over is a lot better. So I don't recommend using the other clear stand. Size comparison time. So here you can see that the Iron Man 3 Dragon Mark 42 Iron Man model kit, it's 1/9 scale, so that's about PlayArt's Kai scale. So you can see even with the base, it's as tall as the PlayArt's Kai Dark Knight Rises Bane. If it didn't have the base and it was fully standing up, I think they would be the same size. You can see how much bigger, not including the base, it is than a 6-inch figure like the Marvel Legends Mark 42 Iron Man. You can see with the base how much taller it is than a standard 6-inch figure like the Movie Master Superman. I don't think this is for a person that likes action figures or like sideshow collectible statues. For me, I wish this was a little bit bigger. I mean, it's a good size. I mean, you know, 1/9 scale is a pretty good size. It's not, you know, like anything too small, and like, but I wish this was a little bit bigger, like at least like 1/6 scale. I think for people that like making models, and I used to love making models, believe me, I think people will have more fun knowing that they painted and put it together, everything together. So for the people that just want a pre-assembled, pre-painted thing, I think it just would have been better if it just all came together and just like enjoy it like a statue, because that's what it is for the most part. But the putting it together can be a little bit irritating, and I really wish it had some sort of light up feature or some sort of wow factor. But you know, like I said, it's pretty cool. I do love Iron Man. I do like how this looks, but this is definitely not something for a person like me that likes, you know, Hot Toys or, you know, statues. I think, you know, it just kind of falls short for either category of either some really nice looking statue or an action figure. But, you know, if you love Dragon model kits, this, you know, is a very nice piece. You can get this at the dealer shops right now at thedealershops.com for about $128.99. So I want to thank them again for sending me out this. And I said, I like Iron Man, and this is a cool piece, but, you know, I only recommend it if you don't mind dealing with putting it together and you don't mind that it's 1/9 scale and doesn't light up or anything. So for more geek news, reviews, podcasts, and more, go to bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long. Remember, celebrate your gnome in a big way.
Check out bkbn.net. Jason David Frank, Tommy the Green Ranger.
Moves, oop, and the piece just fell all plugged in first. Very nicely. Really? Oh my god, are you kidding me? You'll tear me apart, Lisa!